Hey everyone, I'm Liz and I'm going to be showing you today how I made some of these companion cube inspired squares for Afghans, or you can use them as an applique. It's up to you. You can also make 6 of them and stitch them together to make a cube out of them. But I'm going to be using mine to make an Afghan. Some things that you're going to need for this tutorial will be a few shades of Red Heart Super Saver yarn. I'm using charcoal gray for the dark gray parts in the background, and for the circles and the parts on the corners and the sides I'm using gray heather, and this pink yarn is bubblegum from Red Heart with Love. Some other things that you're going to need for this tutorial will be a crochet hook. I'm going to be using a size E or 3.5 millimeter. You'll need a pair of scissors to cut off your yarn. And you'll need a yarn needle to sew in all of your ends or to sew all of your squares together. And if you would like, you can purchase the pattern for this tutorial on my Ravelry store by following the link in the description down below, or you can click on the link that's on the screen right now, and that will take you to that page. So the first thing I'm going to do is to show you how to make this little heart. So I'm going to start by making a double magic circle. You can do a single magic circle if you want to, but since I'm going to be putting so many stitches on it, I'm going to do a double just so that it'll be a little bit more secure. So I'm going to loop my yarn around my fingers twice and take my yarn into my other hand. And then through the middle of those 2 loops, I'm going to pull up a loop, and then I'm going to chain 2. And this chain 2 is going to count as the first stitch of my row. So now into my magic circle I'm going to do a double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook into that magic circle and pull up a loop, and then I'm going to pull through 2 and then pull through 2 more, and that will create my first double crochet. So I'm going to do 2 single crochets. So I'm going to go into my magic circle, pull up a loop and single crochet, and then I'm going to do that one more time. So I'm going to pull up a loop through the middle of those 2 loops for my magic circle and single crochet again. And then I'm going to do a double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, and pull through 2. And this is going to be the middle of my heart, so I'm going to mirror the stitches that I just did. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did but backwards. So I'm going to do 2 single crochets, then I'm going to do a double crochet, and then I'm going to chain 2 and slip stitch to my magic circle. And now I'm going to close the magic circle. So I have my 2 loops here and my tail. I'm going to pull on the tail a little bit, and now I have a smaller loop and a bigger loop. I'm going to pull on that smaller loop from the side closest to the tail until the other loop closes completely. And then I'm going to pull on my tail until this loop closes. And now, as you can see, we have a tiny heart, but I'm going to do one more row to make the heart a little bit bigger. Okay, so now I have my first row, and I'm going to chain up 2 to get to the next row. And that chain is going to count as my first stitch of the row. So now I'm going to do 2 double crochets, and I'm going to do it over the post of the first stitch from my previous row. So that chain 2 that I made right here, I'm going to go around that stitch and double crochet. And then I'm going to go around it one more time and double crochet. And as you can see, these 2 stitches are on that post. So now I'm going to single crochet into the next 3 stitches. So I'm going to go into the one next to where I just worked and single crochet, and then I'm going to single crochet the next 2. Now the next stitch is going to be the very tip of my heart, so I'm going to do a corner here. I'm going to single crochet 1, then I'm going to go into the very same stitch and double crochet. So I'm in the same stitch, pull through 2, and then back into the same stitch and single crochet. And now as you can see, there's a little corner at the tip of the heart. So now I'm going to mirror the previous stitches. I'm going to do my 3 single crochets into the next 3 stitches. And now just like I did on the other side, I'm going to put 2 double crochets around the post of the last stitch of the row. So yarn over, go around that post and pull up a loop and double crochet, and then go into that same spot around this post and double crochet. And now I'm just going to chain 2 to end this row. And then I'm going to slip stitch back into my magic circle from the previous row. So I'm going to pull up a loop through that magic circle and slip stitch. And now I'm going to cut off my yarn and I'm going to pull that tail through to the back of the work. So I'm going to pull it straight back through that magic circle. And now I have the heart that is going to go in the center of my square. Next, I'm going to use my light gray yarn to make a circle around the heart like I've done with this one here. So I'm going to take my light gray yarn and I'm going to pull up a loop through the middle of my magic circle. And then I'm going to chain 1. And now I'm just going to slip stitch 8 times until I get to the tip of the heart. Instead of going in both loops of the stitch, I'm going to go into just this back loop. And that's going to leave this line here so that there will be a straight line between the 2 colors. So I'm just going to slip stitch until I get to the tip of the heart. Okay, so I've gotten to my 8th slip stitch, so I'm going to finish that slip stitch. And now at this tip of the heart, I'm going to chain 1. And now I'm going to turn the work slightly, and I'm going to slip stitch along the other side. Okay, so I have done the last stitch. I've done my slip stitch. So now I'm going to just slip stitch into the magic circle where I started my row. So I'm going to pull up a loop and slip stitch. And now I have the entire heart outlined. So next I'm going to chain 2. Okay, so I've chained 2 to get to the next row. And now I'm going to double crochet into this first chain that I made from the last row. So I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to go into the back loop of that chain, and then I'm going to double crochet. I'm going to go into the next stitch and double crochet again. And then into the next stitch, I'm going to increase. I'm going to do a half double crochet and the single crochet into the same stitch. So I'm going to yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through all three. And then I'm going to go into the same stitch. I'm going to pull up another loop and single crochet. In the next stitch, I'm going to do one half double crochet, so yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through all three. So for this next stitch, I'm going to do another increase. I'm going to do a half double crochet, and then I'm going to do a double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over, pull up a loop, and half double crochet. Then I'm going to go into the same stitch and do a double crochet. So yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through two, and pull through two. Now I'm going to double crochet one, and now I'm going to half double crochet in the next two stitches. So yarn over, pull up a loop, and half double crochet, and now the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and half double crochet. So now I've gotten to the tip of the heart again, so I'm going to single crochet into that tip, and now I'm going to mirror the previous stitches. So I'm going to start with my two half double crochets, and next I'm going to double crochet one, next stitch I'm going to increase, so I'm going to double crochet and then half double crochet in the same stitch. So I'm going to yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through two, and then I'm going to half double crochet, so yarn over and pull through all three. Then I'm going to do a half double crochet, and now I'm going to increase again, and I'm going to do a single crochet and a half double crochet in the same stitch. So pull up a loop and single crochet, and then yarn over and half double crochet in the same stitch. And now I'm going to finish the row by doing two double crochets. So I'm going to yarn over, pull up a loop, and double crochet, and then I'm going to do one more into that last stitch. So half double crochet, and now I'm just going to slip stitch to the first stitch of the row. And now I have the beginnings of my circle around my heart. So now I'm going to do a row to increase this circle. So now that I am done with my first row of my circle, I'm going to chain two. And in this row, I'm going to half double crochet for every stitch, and I'm going to be increasing every third stitch. So this chain is going to count as my first stitch. And so I'm going to yarn over and pull through all three, yarn over and pull through all three. And since this is my third stitch, I'm going to go back into the same stitch and do another half double crochet. So I'm going to continue to half double crochet and increase every third stitch. So now I have finished with the last increase of my row. So I'm going to slip stitch to the first stitch that I made, which was the chain two. So I'm going to just pull a loop through that chain and slip stitch. And then I'm going to cut off my yarn. So the next thing to do is going to be to add a couple of rows of dark gray, and I'm going to start with a row of slip stitches. So I have my dark gray yarn. I'm going to start on that first stitch of the row where I just slip stitched. I'm going to pull up a loop with my charcoal gray yarn, and I'm going to chain one, and then I'm going to go into each of these stitches into the back loop. And once again, I'm only going into the back loop so that I can have a line just like I did when I did these slip stitches here, so that I can have a line between the two rows of color. So I'm going to do a slip stitch in that back loop, and I'm going to carry on slip stitching in every stitch of this row until I get back to the beginning. And as you can see, there is a clear line between the two different colors. So I've gotten all the way around with my slip stitches, so now I'm just going to slip stitch one more time into that first stitch of the row, and then I'm going to chain two for my next row. And now in this row I'm going to double crochet, but I'm going to increase every fourth stitch. And then I'm going to switch colors to pink for every ninth stitch. So I'm going to continue to double crochet and increase every fourth stitch. Okay, and here's the fourth stitch, so I'm going to double crochet one more time into that same stitch. So now I'm going to continue using gray until I get to the 8th stitch, and then I'm going to finish that 8th stitch using pink so that I can do my 9th stitch using pink. Okay, and here is my 8th stitch, so I'm going to leave my loop open. Then I'm going to take some of my pink yarn and I'm going to pull that pink through to finish that stitch. And now I'm going to do my next stitch in pink. But this stitch, I'm going to go over the top of my slip stitches so that it looks like the pink is coming from behind the gray. And I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to yarn over, and then instead of going into this loop like I've been doing for every other stitch, I'm going to go on top of the entire slip stitch and pull up a loop. I'm going to pull up my loop a little bit tall so that it can come up higher. Pull through two. And now I'm going to switch colors back to gray. So I'm going to finish this stitch with a gray loop. And this pink stitch is another fourth stitch in the row, so it's going to be an increase. So I'm going to do my next gray stitch on the back loop of that stitch. So I'm going to move my pink stitch aside and go in that back loop to increase this stitch. So now I'm going to continue to double crochet in every stitch And every fourth stitch of the row I'm going to increase. And every time I get to the 8th stitch, I'm going to switch colors to pink again. So I'm going to count my gray stitches. So I'm on the 6th of the gray stitches. So I'm going to go on for 2 more. And this is my 8th gray stitch, so I'm going to switch colors again to pink. And now I'm going to do my pink stitch. So I'm going to go into both loops. And then I'm going to switch back to gray. Okay, so I've switched to charcoal gray, and now I'm going to do my next stitch, which is going to be the 4th stitch after my last increase. So I'm going to go ahead and increase the next stitch. And now I'm just going to continue repeating that pattern, and I'm going to increase every 4th stitch, and I'm going to do every 9th stitch using pink. Now I'm going to count my stitches in gray since my last pink stitch. So I have 7 stitches so far, so I'm going to do my next one. And then I'm going to leave that one open, and I'm going to switch colors again to pink. And do my pink stitch. Oops. And I'm going to go around both loops for the pink stitch. Leave that stitch open and switch colors to gray. And then I'm going to go on and I'm going to continue increasing every 4th stitch. So the next stitch is going to be my 4th. So I'm going to increase this stitch. And I'm going to go on until I get to the 9th stitch that I'm going to do in pink. So I am on the last stitch of the row. I did my last increase and switched colors to pink, and now I'm going to switch colors back to gray to finish the last stitch of the row. And now I'm just going to slip stitch to the first stitch that I made. And then I'm going to chain 2 to begin my next row. But I'm not going to need my pink yarn anymore, so I'm going to cut that off right here. So as you can see in this finished square here, I've done this last row that I'm going to do with this one. But I'm going to be adding a corner to each side to make it into a square. So I've chained 2 to get to the next row. Now I'm going to do a double crochet into the next stitch. And I'm going to leave that stitch open. And then I'm going to switch colors to my light gray yarn. And now I'm going to increase the next stitch using double crochet. But since I'm using a yarn of a different color, once again, I'm only going to be working in the back loops. So I'm going to yarn over, and into the back loop of the next stitch, I'm going to pull up a loop, double crochet, and then back into that same stitch, double crochet again. Okay, and now I'm going to create my corner. So I'm going to yarn over and double crochet in the next stitch. And then I'm going to do a treble crochet in the same stitch. So I'm going to yarn over 2 times. So now I have 2 loops on my hook aside from the loop from the stitch that I just worked. So I'm going to go into that stitch again, pull up a loop. Now I have a total of 4 loops on my hook. So I'm going to pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2 for a treble crochet. So now I'm going to do another double crochet in the same stitch, and that's going to create my corner. So I'm going to yarn over, back into that stitch, pull through 2 and pull through 2. And now I'm going to increase the next stitch. So yarn over into that next stitch, pull through 2, pull through 2, then 1 more double crochet in the same stitch. But this time I'm going to switch colors back to my dark gray yarn. So I'm going to leave that stitch open, and I'm going to take my dark gray yarn and I'm going to finish that stitch with dark gray. And now I'm going to do 2 dark gray double crochets, and I'm going to go back into both loops so that there's no line between the 2 colors. But this second double crochet I'm going to leave open, and then I'm going to switch colors again back to my light gray. Okay, so I finished that stitch with a loop of light gray, and now I'm going to do my next 2 stitches using light gray, but once again I'm going to work only in these back loops. So yarn over, back loop, pull through 2 and pull through 2, and 1 more double crochet in the next stitch. So yarn over and into that back loop, pull up a loop, and this one I'm going to change colors, so I'm going to leave it open and pull up my charcoal gray. And then I'm going to do 2 more double crochets, both of these in both loops of the stitch rather than in the back loops. And this one I'm going to leave open once again and switch colors again to my light gray. And now this time I'm going to create another corner. I'm going to do the same thing that I did on this side. I'm going to do 2 double crochets in the next stitch. And now this next stitch I'm going to create my corner. So I'm going to yarn over and double crochet. Then I'm going to do my triple crochet. So I'm going to yarn over 2 times, and then I'm going to go back into that same stitch, pull up a loop, and now I should have 4 loops on my hook. So now I'm going to pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. And now into that same stitch, I'm going to do 1 more double crochet. So yarn over, into the same stitch, pull up a loop, and double crochet. And now I have 2 corners. So I'm going to increase my next stitch, double crochet once, and then double crochet 1 more time, leaving that stitch open. And then I'm going to switch colors again back to my dark gray. And now I'm just going to continue and repeat this pattern so that I finish all of the sides and give each one a corner and a small gray square on top of each pink stitch. So I have finished with the last of the 4 corners. So now I've done the last of the little rectangles here above the pink stitches. So I'm going to, 1 more time, switch colors to my dark gray. And then I'm going to slip stitch to that first stitch that I created using my dark gray yarn. And I'm going to cut off my yarn there. And I've left a bit of a long tail so that I could sew some of these sides to some other pieces. And now it just needs to be blocked. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, then please give this video a thumbs up, and if you would like to see more tutorials like this in the future, then you can subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to purchase a written version of this pattern that goes with this tutorial, then you can follow the link on the screen, or you can find the link in the description down below. And if you have any questions or comments, then you can leave them in the comments box below, or you can get in touch with me on Facebook and Tumblr. Thanks for watching. Bye!